study.
Standing around and ice, no dice, one prize. I know she made a sign, I didn't make a sign. That's
Remember my name?
No, I don't. Lewis.
I'm here because you look like they have a dog.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a good kid.
Yeah.
Well, they're coming in one at a time. We have one coming next week. And one coming next week.
Yay, everybody! If we can get your attention. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Awesome. Thank you, everyone, for coming. My name is Alex Fisher, and I am here today on behalf of the Root Social Justice Center and on behalf of the coordinating committee of today's event. We're here today to show our support for the migrant justice leaders and community members who have been arrested by ICE within the last week. We are all here to say, so join me in saying, Free Kike!
Free Kike!
Free Suli!
Free Suli!
Free Alex!
Free Alex!
And not one more.
Not one more.
I'd like to start out with a moment of thanks and acknowledgement. As we gather today in solidarity with migrant justice and other immigrants' rights and human rights organizations around the state and around the country, we're gathering here today on occupied land that is home to the Abenaki people. As we gather today to stand up against the targeting of human rights leaders in the migrant community, we must also acknowledge the history of targeting indigenous peoples in this region. And so I want to start by graciously and humbly acknowledging the indigenous Abenaki people of this region. I would like to thank Migrant Justice for the work they are doing, for their bravery in continuing to stand up and fight for the human rights of migrant workers around our state and around the country. I'd also like to acknowledge our local migrant community, those who are here with us today and those who cannot be here with us. I'd like to thank all of you for showing up today, for coming out and taking action in support of migrant justice and in support of immigrants' rights. And also a thank you to all the individuals and organizations who put this on. Thank you to Lost River Racial Justice, to Green Mountain Crossroads and Brattleboro Solidarity. Thank you to the Root Social Justice Center, the Vermont Worker Center, Vermont Partnership for Fairness and Diversity, the Women's Action Team, and so many more. And thank you, of course, to Migrant Justice, to Kike, to Suli, and to Alex. And lastly, I'd like to extend a thank you to Governor Phil Scott, to Lieutenant Governor TJ Donovan, to the Vermont State Police and our very own local Brattleboro Police Department. We thank you in advance for your non-cooperation with ICE. We thank you for working to keep our communities together and protecting our community leaders who are being targeted by ICE as we speak. Which brings me to why we are here today. We are here today to show our solidarity with migrant justice and the community leaders who are being targeted by ICE. We are here to demand the immediate release of Kike Balcazar, Suli Palacios, and Alex Carrillo. So who is Migrant Justice and what is the work they have been doing? Since today's event has been organized mostly by non-migrant allies with direct support from Migrant Justice, we are bringing in the voices of migrant justice leaders, as we know they can do a better job than us at explaining their work. So with that, we have a short sound clip from migrant justice organizer Abel Luna, who is speaking from last Saturday's rally up in Burlington to give a background of who Migrant Justice is and the work they have been doing.
Thank you for being here, everyone. My name is Abel Luna. I'm an organizer with Migrant Justice, also a friend of Kike and Suli. So really glad and honored that all of you could make it out tonight, this morning, to support Kike and Suli. So I'm just going to share a little bit about Migrant Justice and what is Migrant Justice, what is the work that we do, why do we do it, and why we're here, why are all of you here. So Migrant Justice is a farm worker, dairy farm worker organization from people that are working on dairy farms every day to sustain the some of the most iconic dairy brands, ice cream, yogurts that we all enjoy. There's approximately 1,500 farm workers, migrant farm workers here in Vermont. Since 2009, Migrant Justice got its start after the death of Jose Obed Sanchez Cruz, a young farm worker who died on a dairy farm on a workplace accident. And since then, we've been organizing with the community to define and to defend human rights. And we do this through the process called assemblies, gatherings, community gatherings, where we come together, we dream together, and together we take action. And these meetings are the heart of our communities, our strength. So since 2009, Migrant Justice has been organizing, like I said, and the driver license campaign has been a clear victory and a clear step forward to make sure that our communities are safe, our communities feel respected, that our rights feel respected. People were afraid just 5 years ago. People were afraid of going to the store, going to the hospital, bringing their children to school because they didn't have the right to freedom of mobility. So we fought for that. We fought for driver's license, and we won that. And Kike has been part of that struggle. He was part of that struggle from the very beginning. And as people were getting on the roads, feeling safe and secure, then there is much more collaboration between Border Patrol and local police. And so our community, through this process of meetings, decided that we needed to do something about it, that we needed to change that. And so we came together and we fought at the State House to pass the fair and impartial policing policy, one of the strongest in the entire country. And so we have fought hard to make Vermont a better place to live, a safer place for everyone, not just for migrant workers, but for everyone.
So again, those are the words of Abel Luna, who is one of the core organizers with Migrant Justice. And they are up in Montpelier right now, having a similar event outside of our State House. And so we are down here at the same time as them. We're going to have another soundbite from organizer Victor Diaz, also from Saturday's rally up in Burlington. For some of you, you know Victor because he was also arrested and detained by ICE last year. And through the work of Migrant Justice, allies, signing petitions, coming out on the streets, he was freed within a week. And this is the work that we're moving off of.
Buenas tardes a todos, mi nombre es Víctor Díaz, yo soy miembro de la comunidad migrante. Estamos verdaderamente consternados por lo que está pasando con los ataques del ICE que está haciendo hoy en día.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Victor Diaz, and I'm a member of the immigrant community. And we are appalled by the actions of ICE today.
Estoy verdaderamente agradecido con tanta gente bella que nos está apoyando hoy en día en momentos difíciles con la tempestad del nuevo presidente de hoy en día.
But I'm so amazed to see the support of all of you out today, united to confront this storm that the Trump administration has brought down upon us.
Como ustedes saben, hoy en día acaban de agarrar 3 personas en 3 días. Creo que eso es injusto porque nosotros somos trabajadores migrantes aquí.
And as you all know, over the last 3 days, Immigration and Customs Enforcement has arrested and detained 3 members of our community, and that's not right!
That's not right! That's not right!
That's not right!
That's not right! That's not right! That's not right!
Como ustedes saben, mi compañero Quique ha sido para mí un gran amigo, como mi hermano. Hemos salido fuera del estado, ha inspirado a muchas más personas para levantar la voz y representar a su comunidad migrante.
And Enrique Balcázar, my compa, my comrade, has been a friend to me. He's been like a brother to me. Together we've gone around the country bringing the voice of Vermont immigrant farm workers to talk about our struggle for justice and rights.
Lo que está pasando no es justo porque él ha sido una persona que por el único delito de alzar la voz a su comunidad, de hacerle frente, de hacer que sus compañeros se animen a no agacharse, a que salgamos de la sombra en el que estábamos.
And it's not fair, it's not just what's happened to Kike. His only crime is calling on his community to raise their voices, to come out of the shadows, to show their faces, not to give up, to stand up for themselves, to stand up for their rights.
Cuando me detuvieron él y su pareja Zuli, él estaban conmigo y verdaderamente se movilizaron muchísimo para que todo esto fuera posible de mi liberación, y hoy estoy aquí para pedir su libertad, él y la de su pareja y la de Alex, para que todos estén nuevamente en libertad y seguir trabajando fuertemente como lo venimos haciendo con dignidad.
And when I was detained, Kike and his partner Suli, they stood up for me and they mobilized the community to fight for my freedom. And I was freed. And so now I'm here to fight for the freedom of Kike, of Suli, of Alex, because they deserve their freedom too, so they can be back with their community, back committed to the fight for dignity.
Enrique verdaderamente es admirable. Para nosotros es una persona que nosotros estamos a seguir. Él se ha comprometido con su comunidad, él ha tenido oportunidades, hemos tenido oportunidades, las televisoras también nos han dado oportunidad, donde él se ha expresado libremente para que su comunidad esté enterado de lo que está pasando, de hacer valer nuestros derechos.
And Kike, along with myself and others, we've taken the opportunity to express ourselves, to talk about our community, to talk about the struggles we face, talking with the news, including having our own television program where we can talk with our community about the issues that we face. He's taken advantage of those opportunities. He's stood up and been a spokesperson.
So again, that was Migrant Justice organizer Victor Diaz up in Burlington speaking about his compañero Kike Balcázar, who was arrested last week. So again, we're here today because leaders in migrant justice have been detained by ICE. They are being held in Dover, New Hampshire. All three of them are being held together. And we know that we can do this, that we can get Kike and Suli and Alex released, because last year, when migrant justice farm worker organizers Victor and Miguel and others were arrested, we took to the streets, we wrote letters, we called our legislators, we called ICE, and we got them out. We also know that ICE is targeting the leaders in migrant justice. Last year, when Victor was taken by ICE, he was told directly to let his compañero Kike know that they were coming for him next. And that is exactly what ICE did. This targeting of political leaders is not new. Migrant justice leaders Victor and Miguel were targeted last year and later released. Prior to that, migrant justice organizer Danilo Lopez was also arrested and later released due to community organizing. But again, this is not new. The state targeting our political leaders is not new. We have seen this throughout history with the targeting of leaders in the civil rights movement, leaders from the Black Panther movement and the American Indian movement. We see this today with the discrediting of those involved in the Black Lives Matter movement. But history has also shown us that we can do this. History has shown us that we can free Kike and Suli and we can free Alex, because we have done that in the past with other leaders in the migrant community. So we're here today to demand the release of Kike, the release of Suli, and the release of Alex. We are here to demand an end to the deportation of our community and our community leaders. We're here to say, not one more. Not one more.
Not one more.
Ni uno más.
Ni uno más.
Thank you, everyone. I am going to pass the mic on to Ellen Schwartz from the Vermont Worker Center to read a statement of solidarity.
Hi, thank you. So some of you might have seen in Vermont Digger today, there was an article about the arrest of the 3 migrant justice workers in which, is that better? In which the state attorney general, T.J. Donovan, was quoted as saying that ICE was acting within their purview when they arrested Kike and Suli, and that he saw no evidence that ICE was targeting activists. As we just heard, there actually was direct evidence, because the activists who were arrested last spring were told explicitly that that ICE was going to be coming after Kike. So that's clearly not true. At the Vermont Worker Center, we believe that the Attorney General should be speaking out against the ICE overreach and the potential deportation of these 3 human rights activists, one of whom, Kike Balcazar, actually serves on Donovan's task force on immigration. He should be defending the rights of Vermont residents, not throwing them under the bus. So we have written a response to a report about T.J. Donovan, which I'm going to do my best to read off a screen. Not my strong suit, but I'll try. Is it? You know what? It's actually, the version on this machine is a lot longer than the version I saw earlier. So what I would really suggest is the gist of the message is what I've just shared, that you all go on to Vermont Digger or any news source if you have a computer. Hopefully it'll also get into the print sources, and look at the response, because it's a little bit longer than you all probably want to listen to. But we totally stand behind the work of migrant justice and the release of these 3 activists. Thank you.
Hey everybody, I'm Lisa. I'm with Lost River Racial Justice, and just have some announcements. You're probably already aware of the petitions that are We're having people sign, but what I want to do is ask you to pull out your phone. If you have not signed this petition, I'm going to direct you how to do it right now on your phone. Go to migrantjustice.net. We'll see. We're waiting to hear on that. Who has not signed the petition yet? Come on over. Or pull out your phone and go to migrantjustice.net. There are 2 separate petitions there. There's one for Alex, and then there's a separate one for Suli and Kike. Thank you so much. That means we got a lot of extra signatures today, so thanks, everybody. The other bill, petition that we really want you to be aware of is there's a bill passing through the House and the Senate right now that's really time sensitive. There's a racial justice oversight board that's unprecedented that is coming into Vermont, and tomorrow they're going to be hearing testimony tomorrow on this. So we're trying to get a lot more signatures on that right now. So you can come over to the table and sign that, or you can go to justiceforallvt.org and you can find that petition there, which is super important. I just want to read a little bit to you about that so that you know what you're signing. It's called H492, and this will create an unprecedented racial justice oversight board in Vermont. The board shall conduct management and oversight of the implementation of racial justice reform across the state, including within the criminal justice system, by managing and overseeing the collection of race-based data, ensuring such data are publicly available, and developing policies and trainings to address systemic implicit bias. This is super important, so please sign that bill if you haven't done that yet. They're hearing testimony on that tomorrow. Also, there's going to be a couple jars being passed around the crowd. Where are my volunteers? Awesome. Where's the other one? Yay! So please, as the jars come around, if you haven't, even just like put in some change, anything, because the bail for the folks who are being detained right now, one is being held at $21,000 and the other is being held at $14,000. So, and the other one has no bail set. So we're really trying to raise money to support these folks. Thank you so much for that. Let's see. Yes. So a couple more announcements. On March 28th at SIT, where's my flyer? Where did it go? This one. Okay. So up at SIT, there's going to be what's called an immigration info session, and it's hosted by the Women's Freedom Center with support from SIT and the Vermont Law School. Topics are going to include the refugee and travel ban, interior enforcement at the border, issues regarding sanctuary jurisdictions and sanctuary status. There is going to be Spanish and sign language interpretation at that. So this is March 28th at 6 o'clock at the William Roche Learning Center, room number 205 up at SIT. There's flyers over here. You can come and grab one. The other important event is you want to hold up that flyer? So this is the May Day March for Dignity happening in Burlington. So meet at the Migrant Justice Vermont Worker Center at 12 noon, May 1st. The march is going to go around through the north end, and there'll be a demonstration there. So a lot of our organizations that we're in solidarity with are going to be putting that on. So that's May 1st in Burlington at 12 o'clock. Also, there's sign-ups here for carpooling up to that. Okay, so the next piece, before we get going with the march, I just want to open up the mic to anyone in the migrant worker community, or anyone whose family is being directly impacted by ICE raids right now. There's no pressure to come up and speak, but we just want to offer that as a space for anyone in those communities that wants to come up and say something. Yeah. So we have a statement. If anybody wants to think about coming up, in the meantime, we have a statement that we're going to read, that OPME is going to read, from someone in that community that doesn't want to be named.
So I am here simply because I have a loud voice, and I am honored to speak on behalf of someone who does not feel safe coming forward. My name is not important because I do not represent myself. I represent the millions of undocumented Americans living in the shadows. Under the Trump administration, we are afraid to take our children to school. We are afraid to go to work. We are afraid to go outside. We are the scapegoats. It is time to stand together. Kike stood and still stands for all of us. We know that capturing Kike is a tactic to put more fear in our community. We will not stand alone in this fight because that's what they want. They want us divided, fighting to protect what they are destroying. Instead, we will continue to build our communities, replacing fear with strength. We will continue the fight with people like Cesar Chavez, Martin Luther King, and Gandhi have started. Around the world, a new world is forming with people armed with the truth. I am Kike. I am Zuli. I am Alex. I am you.
Thanks, Okwame. That was the voice of someone that lives in our community. We're putting out an invitation to our youngest and our oldest and our disabled community to lead the march, because there's a tendency for marches to move quickly and leave folks behind who need more time to navigate the route. So if those folks want to start to assemble on the corner, then we can get ready to go behind you and you can set the pace for us.
The people, united, will never be divided.
El pueblo, unido, jamás será vencido.
Join with me. The people, united,
Will never be divided. El pueblo, unido, jamás será vencido.
again, the people,
United, will never be divided.
El pueblo unido jamás será vencido.
The people, united,
Will never be divided. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. The
we are unstoppable. Another world is possible.
We are unstoppable. Another world is possible.
We
Are unstoppable. Another world is possible.
keep chanting.
We are unstoppable. Another world is possible. Another world is possible. We are unstoppable. The people, united, will never be divided. El pueblo, unido, jamás será vencido. The people,
united, will never be divided.
unido,
Jamás será vencido. The people, united, will never be divided. El pueblo, unido, jamás será vencido. United, will never be divided. El pueblo, unido, jamás será vencido. The people, united, will never be divided. El pueblo, unido, jamás será vencido. People, united, will never be divided. El pueblo, unido, jamás será
We say no to racist fear. Immigrants are welcome here. We say no to racist fear. Immigrants are welcome here. We say no to racist fear. Immigrants are welcome here.
We say no to racist fear. Immigrants are welcome here. We say no to racist fear. Immigrants are welcome. No fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate. No fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate. No fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate. No fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate.
Wall by wall, free Alex.
Free them all. Brick by brick, wall by wall. Free Kike, Alex, Sulu. Free them all. Brick by brick,
Wall by wall.
money for jobs and education, not for mass deportation. Money for jobs and education, not for mass deportation. Money for jobs and education, not for mass deportation. Money for jobs and education, not for mass deportation. Money for jobs and education, not for mass deportation. Is your sign met? Not for mass deportation. Money for jobs and education, not for mass deportation. Money for jobs and education, not for mass deportation. Money for jobs and education, not for mass deportation. Money for jobs and education, not for mass deportation. Money for jobs and education. Immigrants are welcome here, no hate, no fear. 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 Immigrants are welcome here. More, not one 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 We say no to racist fear. Immigrants are welcome here. We say no to
Racist fear. Immigrants are welcome here.
Immigrants are welcome here. We say no to racist fear. Immigrants are welcome here. We say no to racist fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate. No fear. Immigrants are welcome here. Same story every time. No hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here. 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 No hate, no fear.
Immigrants are welcome here. No hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here, no hate.
No fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate. No fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate. No fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate. No fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate. No fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate. No fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate.
Oh, we got people here.
Immigrants are welcome here. No hate. No fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate. No fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate. No fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate. No hate. No fear. No fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate. 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 No fear. Immigrants are welcome here. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate. No fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate. We are unstoppable. Under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back! When immigrants are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back! Another world is possible. We are unstoppable. Another world is possible. What do we do? Stand up, fight back! When immigrants are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back! When immigrants are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back! When immigrants are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back! When immigrants are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back! When immigrants are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back! No hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here. 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 No hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here.
Y'all crazy.
Stand up like that. 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 Stand up We are unstoppable. Another world is possible. We are unstoppable. Another world is possible. I just heard a rumor. We are unstoppable. Another world is possible. We are unstoppable. We are unstoppable.
To wrap up at the time we said, which is very exciting. Again, thank you everyone for coming out tonight. We have an immediate need for 4 volunteers to do data entry right here, right now, as we start cleaning up and finishing out. So 4 folks that are fast with their typing fingers, come and join us up front if you have a few minutes right now. Thank you. Also, folks, one of our goals for tonight was to raise some money for migrant justice. We raised almost $500. The best part about having so many people here tonight is that we all know more folks. So if you're able, spread the word to go online at migrantjustice.net and throw them some dollars if you are able to spare it. If you had more tonight, we would appreciate it. And again, thank you for using your bodies and your dollars to support our migrant communities here in Vermont. And lastly, if you have not yet signed the petition, that is the #1 goal of Migrant Justice, is to get as many email petitions signed, both the one to free Alex and the one to free Kike and Suli. So if you have not, please sign a petition tonight. And if you are able and willing to post a photo online, we have posters of which you can do that with. And the last 2 things are, if you are excited about today and wanting to join with hundreds more Vermonters and actually be at a rally with migrant justice organizers themselves live, join us on May Day, Monday, May 1st. And again, we'll be organizing carpools from down here in southeastern Vermont. So get in touch with us if you'd like a ride up or can offer one. And lastly, keep your eyes out for the incredible racial justice reform bill, which is entering the House tomorrow. And I believe that's it. A raging thank you to everyone that helped put this on. Woo! And I'd say as we end, let's go with our favorite cheer. Someone yell it out as united, we'll never be divided. El pueblo unido, amor será vencido. The people united, will never be divided. El pueblo unido, amor será vencido. The people united, will never be divided. El pueblo unido, jamás será vencido. The people united, will never be divided. El pueblo unido, jamás será vencido. to drown out other opinions. It is to come together as a community to stand up for the values that we believe in, and we've done that tonight by coming together. So let's stay solid and let's stay organized, and we will see you next time. Thank you so much.